This challenge here has $101 for the lucky one who finds the answer. 586 Rs for whoever finds the answer to this challenge. For those who are just joining, I'll explain how it works, okay? These challenges are Bitcoin challenges. You need to find the correct private key, and then you have access to the Bitcoins of the challenge. Only the first one takes it. After the first one finds it, the Bitcoins will be withdrawn, and that's it. It doesn't help if you're the second, third, or fourth. Only the first one takes the prize, okay? And to win the prize, you simply need to discover what the correct private key is. In Bitcoin, it's like this. Whoever has access to the private key has access to the Bitcoins. Once you find the private key, you can go to a wallet like Electrum, for example. You have this option here. Look, import Bitcoin or private key. You click next, and then you enter the private key you found here. And you will have the $100 for yourself as a prize, a reward for being the first to find the challenge. Wow, super cool. But how do I solve this challenge? It's very simple, folks. Here's the thing. You have a private key. Here, okay? This key here, it has 256 bits, 64 characters, 64 digits, and it is tampered with. Out of those 64 digits, there are 9 digits that are incorrect. You need to find out which digits are wrong, what the correct value of those digits is, and then you will have access to the private key. How do you do that? Very simple. Here, besides the private key, we have the address. Every Bitcoin private key converts to an address. The address is public, it's what you share, right? When you want to receive Bitcoin, you say like, this is my address, you can send it here. So with this address, we can check the Bitcoin balance, how much there is. For example, on this site here, blockchain.com, you can enter the address and see that it has $59, and there is a transaction which is still pending with another 42, totaling over $100 in balance in this wallet. So we have the address. All we need is to find the private key. And there are mathematical calculations that transform the private key into the address. For example, this code here that I shared with you in challenge 163 can be used to solve this challenge, okay? Why? Because this code simply, it takes a key, you see? Or a mask. Every value that has X is a masked value. We want to iterate through the digits here to find it, and we have the target wallet. So we can use this code to find the challenge here that I'm showing you. To make it easier to understand, I will use a challenge that has already been solved, okay? Here we have the tab of challenges that have already been solved. We have a very similar challenge here, which is the 7 errors. Instead of 9, you have 7 errors. So let's try to solve this challenge here. Look, the first thing, I will copy the address and paste it where I have the target address, okay? I want to find out this address here. Then I will paste the altered key and copy it here. Now here's the thing. I know there are 7 errors, so what am I going to do? I will simply change 7 characters, all right? And here's where the logic of the challenge is. You have to think of a good logic about which character you think is wrong. Since this one already has an answer, I will put the answer here for you, okay? This one was every 7. So if I put here, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, here it has to be an X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here it has to be X. And so on 7 times. Well, I hope I did it right. Now just run the code and let it find it. To run it, we just need to go into the folder and type nodemain.js and let it run. Now it's trying one by one. It tries a key, checks if it matches the address. If not, it tries another, and tries another until it finds the address. If I did everything right, it's just a matter of time. In a little while, I'll show you the result. There you go. It took a little while, but it found it. Obviously, I had to check, right? I made a mistake where I put the X. I always do that. But it took a little while, and it found it. There I found the correct key. Now this key is the correct key for the challenge. Since this challenge was found, there's nothing left there, neither the hunt nor Bitcoin. But from the moment the first person found this key, it's just a matter of taking this key, converting it to ETH, which there's already a video on the channel explaining, putting it in Qualectrum, and then you can enjoy your prize. To find this 9-digit challenge that's going on now, you'll have to think of a logic, right? Obviously, it won't be in increments of 7 or 9, because that logic has already been used. Think of another one. Once you've found the logic, you can use this script. I'll leave it here in the description, to test if your logic is correct or not. Obviously, this script is very slow. It's made in JavaScript. Feel free, if you know how to program, to create a faster script. This will increase your chances of winning this challenge. If no one finds it, obviously the prize will increase. I wanted to use this opportunity to talk about our challenge model, right? We have here the high reward challenges, which pay 13 Bitcoins. 6 Bitcoins, the channel's challenges. Many people ask, oh, when is 68 going to be released? When is 68 going to be released, right? Because the last one here on the channel was 67. It has already been solved, and I am enjoying this new model, which is the Casatize challenge model. Yes, these are challenges that not only I can create, any Casatao from the community can create these challenges. And these challenges are tested out there in the field, right? For example, we create a challenge. We think it's going to be very difficult, that it will take a long time, and sometimes on the same day, someone figures it out. And other challenges that we think will be easier, we see that it takes time, that it's not as easy as we imagine. So I really like this model. It allows me to test challenges gradually and increase the prize, right? And in the end, it becomes fair because the more difficult challenges, the more challenging ones will have the bigger prizes. And it won't just be from my head. I'll create a challenge, think it's going to be cool, and on the first day, a camper will come and solve it. No, with this model, it becomes much more natural to test the challenges until it evolves into an official challenge. So I am here officially evolving this 9 errors challenge to challenge 168. It already has $100 there. Let's see if it's confirmed. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but soon, very soon, it will confirm that it has a $100 prize, and good luck to the winner of this challenge.